Two of the most intimidating forces in WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Drake Maverick, at a combined weight of 620 pounds, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Akam and Razor.
Of pain.
The Authors of Pain.
Akam and Razor have no issue obliterating anything or anyone.
Or obliterating anything or anyone.
That's what I said.
Akam and Razor, two behemoths that possess terrifying speed, shocking agility, and have a big-time future in the WWE.
Combined weight of 499 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, the Bar.
There was that one time at WrestleMania where they lost the tag team titles to Braun Strowman and a kid named Nicholas. You remember that?
How dare you bring that up, Saxton? That's
I thought it was
old
funny,
news.
Byron.
That's ridiculous.
Thanks, Michael.
There was nothing entertaining about that. It was a travesty. Sheamus and Cesaro didn't know how to handle that.
Well, at least they've rebounded from it ever since.
No shortage of confidence, and why should there be? They don't just set the bar, they are the bar.
And here he is, the man from Lucerne, Switzerland, ready to show his stuff.
And I can't help but wonder how the champ's game plan differs, if at all, knowing that the title is not on the line here tonight.
And there's a vicious slam. Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Gets him with a knee there.
Look at this.
Down he goes with a scoop slam.
That's using your head.
Big headbutt.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016.
His shoulders are down. This one's not over yet.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
Got him good with the punch. There he goes, crashing to the floor. There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right.
He's so close to make... Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
And setting him up for the knee to the ass.
That's going to hurt. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
Corey, tell me, just how much strength does carrying your opponent around like this take?
Let's put it this way, Cole. Saxton would never be able to do it.
The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots. But I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever. And what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days.
Looking to lock it in here. And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
And no look against Akam there.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Clobbers in with the axe handle. Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. The continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit.
Here's the cover. Pin broken up easily.
It's difficult to keep the Celtic Warrior on the mat.
You can say that again. Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. Tag team action like in singles competition. Once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, But the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at one fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double countout.
The Swiss Superman is pound for pound one of the strongest men in WWE today. Cesaro has put that scary strength on display with feats like winning the inaugural Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and taking the Great Khali for a swing.
Swinging a Goliath like the Great Khali, as you stated, Michael, is why Cesaro is called the Swiss Superman. He's earned that name through incredible feats of athleticism.
Lifting giants over the top rope, swinging 400-pound men with ease, tearing apart beach balls. Cesaro's repertoire is so deep, so diverse. The guy does things you've never seen before. Not where he is right now. Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now. Cesaro is the quintessential Renaissance man. The Swiss Superman speaks 5 languages, is well-traveled, and enjoys cultures from all over the world. And if you follow Cesaro,
oh man, Cesaro took his head off.
here's his moment.
Got the shoulders down. There's no question that Cesaro is a man of many talents and a man of many passions. The Swiss Superman's appreciation for languages, cultures, and cuisine is something normally reserved for people in a different profession. And speaking 5 languages means Cesaro can communicate with someone almost wherever he goes.
While I could do without seeing Cesaro in a beret and enjoying a double espresso at a cafe in Rome, the Swiss Cyborg's an intellectual when it comes to his pursuits away from the ring. Cesaro's known for reading 3 to 4 newspapers each day, each one written in a different language.
I'll admit to something I can respect about Cesaro. He embraces challenges wherever he can get his hands dirty. He isn't someone who asks for a microphone often, but that's because he prefers his wrestling in the Cesaro section to do all the talking for him.
And he lands the slam. Byron, you bring up Cesaro's preference to speak through action. Cesaro said he's had his list of doubters, but the Cesaro section has never doubted him because they see what he's all about inside the squared circle.
Listen, I'm not sure there's anyone on the current roster that can hold a candle to what Cesaro does in the ring.
Back between the ropes.
Cesaro's a once-in...
Here's Razor! He's inflicting some serious pain here.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
If I hear one more person tell me about how brave this superstar is for competing injured, I'm going to lose my mind. I mean, what we're talking about here is essentially the equivalent of a hangman. I wouldn't necessarily call that an injury.
Most people felt that when Cesaro and Sheamus formed their tag team in 2016 that they would be successful if they could coexist as a team. That's not easy to do when you just had a grueling best-of-7 series against a person who's supposed to be your tag team partner.
The two powerhouses, Cesaro and Sheamus, confirmed that they could complement one another at 2016's Roadblock End of the Line event. It took New Day's historic 484-day reign as tag team champions and shattered it into pieces.
Toss to the outside. Corey, you described Cesaro as a true hybrid. In my opinion, Cesaro may be the best pure athlete in WWE today.
Absolutely. The Swiss Cyborg can do anything and everything. His power is superhuman. It's uncanny. Cesaro is definitely a top athlete as far as in-ring ability as well.
Here we go. Back inside the ring.
You guys describe Cesaro as a hybrid superstar. The guy just has...
He's got the shoulders down. a kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
The Swiss Cyborg refusing to be shut down.
That's what Cesaro's all about.
You know, when you take direct hits like that, it becomes hard to move. If you can't move, you can't win.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team. That was brutal, and now the blood is flowing from Cesaro's face.
I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag. When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish Lass Kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen.
Instinct. That's the only thing keeping these teams standing at this point. I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
Dropped by a clothesline.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Going for the double play with this move. So close, there it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
We may have discovered his favorite move. And there's his speed paying off.
And the Cesaro section can't be far behind.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Not the first time we've seen this move tonight. These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it?
This is not going to end well for Cesaro.
Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
This does not look good for Razor.
Here's, oh man, Razor took his head off.
Wow, as surprised as you guys are.
Move coming. And Razor is really taking a pounding.
This is not where he wants to be at this point in this tag team match.
I think this one's over.
He's in tough shape, guys, and there's absolutely no room for error now.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men. Here's Razor. Nice move.
But can he follow up here?
Cesaro is in a real bad spot.
Now that's how you slam an opponent down with authority. These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. I'll tell you what's going to happen. Impact! Here's Akam. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. He's going for it all. Hurled with unbelievable authority. Cesaro is in position. No question about that one.
This one's over, guys.
He could pin his opponent right here.
It's over.
3. What an incredible tag team contest. A lot of good action in that one. Here's another look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Are your winners, Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
The Cesaro section is out in full force with a Swiss cyborg tonight.
These superstars are about to put on a clinic in tag team competition, guys. That's how good they are.
And he's a proud guy. That title may not be on the line here, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to win this match.
Sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat. Inside the ring now. Perhaps trying to figure out the next move here.
Whatever the case, Michael, this is an impressive show of strength.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Oh, and he hits the axe handle. Corey, you touched on this before, part of a Tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that, there's a pin now. No, they're not done yet, not even close.
Just power out.
Sharp clothesline.
Setting him up for... He's just so dominant.
In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification.
He's going for the pin. Sheamus gets the shoulder up.
Not yet. Too early.
In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the competitor in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent.
In a tag match, when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of 5 to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal,
He goes for the cover.
Great officiating, as the ref noticed he was on the ropes.
Oh, guys, he slams him down with authority.
He's starting to stagger a bit, but not for a second do I expect him to back down now.
it might be time for him to recharge that battery. All he has to do is get to his corner and make the tag.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here.
He hits the clothesline. And setting him up.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one.
And guys, we're seeing Sheamus in a tough situation.
And things look bad for the Celtic Warrior right now.
Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over.
That's over at this point.
Sheamus' rugged training is the only reason he's still in this match.
Too close for comfort.
Oh, Sheamus is so tough.
Going for it again.
Almost there. And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Boom. What a drop kick.
On the mark.
Are we going to see the tag? Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Shockwave sent down the spine.
No telling where or when this will end.
When this guy's on,
Watch an uppercut.
Victory is on the horizon.
Look at Cesaro stalking him. Cesaro is
Looking for the sharpshooter, and he's sitting out. Cesaro gonna get him to tap out, maybe.
Can he finish the job? Cesaro may have just ended this one, fellas.
Corey,
I think you're right. He's making a statement here with this attack. I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see. What a tag team display.
And here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here are your winners, Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
Guys, the tag team scene in WWE right now is so impressive, and these two tandems are a lot of the reason why.
the body here.
Kick to the...
Second time we're seeing this here. Cesaro not looking so great right now. Headed into this match, seeing his partner look extremely confident.
That's using your head.
Uses the headbutt.
Oh, going to the top. High risk.
From the top.
Clobbers him with the axe handle.
Most of the truly great tag teams cover here.
And Cesaro easily avoids the pinfall.
Effortlessly. Yeah, this early, no chance.
Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Cesaro definitely tiring out there.
His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
He's not looking good, and at this point, he has no option but to make it to his corner and get his partner in there.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
During the rivalry,
He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Kick to the...
There may be no preventing. There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Kick to the...
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss sideboard. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the 3rd fall was ruled a double countout.
Comes in off the tag.
Teamwork at its best. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Cesaro is in position.
What an uppercut. Turn out the lights, guys. Cesaro's your winner.
We've got to cover. 1, 2, 3. They did it. These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history.
Winners, Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Here we go, guys. Tag team action is underway.
These superstars are about to put on a clinic in tag team competition, guys. That's how good they are.
Cesaro has to be considered one of the pound-for-pound strongest competitors in WWE.
And speaking of pound, he's got the strongest uppercuts ever seen in a WWE ring.
Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
And now he goes for it a second time. Cesaro not looking so great right now.
Well, it's not dire consequences for him here, which is good. But just in case, he might want to think about getting his partner in there for a bit.
This thing appears to be slipping away from him in a hurry, guys. And you can bet he envisioned things going much differently for him heading into this match.
Cesaro with nice contact there. A piercing strike. He wants no part of the outside. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Just an unforgiving slam. Cesaro definitely starting to crack here. This tag team match is dangerously close to getting out of control for him.
Why he's still in the match at this point is beyond me, guys. Maybe he forgot it's a tag team match. I don't know. There's got to be some explanation.
Well, I hate to sound so negative, but his chances of winning this match look incredibly bleak right now.
Shoulder right to the midsection. Looking a little out of it, up on that turnbuckle.
Oh, this could very well be the beginning of the end.
Superplex!
Man!
Cesaro being pushed to the brink now. This could be the end of him at any moment right now.
There's no way to sugarcoat this one. He's getting absolutely destroyed right now.
The neutralizer certainly puts Cesaro's opponents in their place. Face down on the canvas. When Cesaro gets an opponent in that position, there is no escape.
Oh my goodness, crushing it! Cesaro's neutralizer was created by the legendary competitor Karl Gotch, who was one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions in the 1970s. Cesaro's interpretation of the maneuver is just awesome.
The neutralizer is just another way for Cesaro to exhibit his superhuman strength. When the Swiss Superman lifts you up for that move, you're staying down for good. Shoulder clothesline!
Looking to lock it in here. Whoa, he gets out of it.
He's at another level right now, Michael.
How's that for ferocious? Looks like someone hit the repeat button for this move.
Man, Sheamus showing some of that Irish charm.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
He locks it in pretty much better than anybody. I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
He lands the strike with great accuracy. That slam put him in a bad way, guys. He's getting closer, Corey. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Not using your head.
Well, he's tapped into a power source I wasn't sure he had. See if he can keep it going.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE...
Oh, man. Rezar took his head off.
The air just came out of the Cesaro section with that one. The night could be over for Cesaro.
Wow, what a slam. There's no way that a WWE superstar can... Here's Razor! I'll tell you what's going to happen. Impact! Here's Akam. He's got him covered. The pin's broken up. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. There's no way that a WWE superstar can let Cesaro get on a roll and expect to win the match. Byron, I'm going to steal one of your... I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow.
Yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
Oh, what a knee lift. He's stumbling some now.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rock.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Sheamus gets tagged in.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoy the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was a team no one expected to be in the final.
Sheamus has eyes to finish. What noise? This is over.
He might just win this thing right here. Cesaro can be a little much to take, especially at times like this.
Sheamus is one of the most dominant forces in WWE. The man actually enjoys proving he is as vicious as they come and will attack anyone who steps in his way.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Just when you thought he had...
He's got the shoulders down. The pin's broken up.
I can't believe it.
Reversal. Cesaro showing his prowess.
Here's Akam.
Thunderous Russian leg sweep by Akam. But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
Here's Akam.
Oh! But can he follow up here?
His shoulders are down. 2.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
Oh, man! What a nasty STO.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, man. Razor took his head off.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Oh, how resilient was that?
Wow.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be. Here's Razor. I'll tell you what's going to happen. Impact. Here's Akam. Shoulders on the mat. 1, 2. Oh, ouch. They did it. Wow, what a match. Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic. This entire match was just one big highlight reel, and I didn't expect anything else.
Here are your winners, Akam and Razor, the authors of pain.
That was a big pinfall victory right there.
I knew these two were a great team. I just didn't know how great. Wow, they really impressed me out here.
You're watching WWE live from Los Angeles, and boy,